Gundam card game enthusiasts, welcome back to Mobile Suit Arena. You all know why we're here. No stream to recap from Bulldog Community Gaming, but before we jump into the rank ladder with our blue-white unicorn blockers, if you guys are looking for a place to play some Gundam card game action, check out Bulldog Community Gaming LLC in Brownsburg, Indiana. Tuesday nights, 6:30, $5 entry. As well, if you guys can't come in to play that hot Gundam card game action, check the description below for a link to Bulldog's Twitch and Facebook page where you can come and check out the game live as is happening once again Tuesday 6:30. And without further ado, let's jump into the rank ladder and see if we can win with our blue-white unicorn blockers. Game is here, folks. We're gonna go second. That's clearly what we want to do. We're going second strategy. We're not red, so we're not definitely gonna go first. That's a hand that we're gonna keep. I'll keep it. We have the overflowing affection to draw us 2 more and potentially get us a nice start here. Again, we'll have to figure out what we want to pitch. I guess it'll matter on our draw. Opponent's going to go for their mulligan. So whatever they saw in their hand they did not like. Alright, let's see what we're going to do here. So they're going to start with their 1 flip, which makes sense. They're not going to do anything unless they were in Celestial Beings. Celestial Beings does have their 1/1 card that allows them to search the top 3 for anything. OG Papa Gundam Man, play command. Here we go, overflow, draw 2 more. Wow, what do we want to get rid of? I'm gonna get rid of a freedom. I think that's crazy. Maybe I should have got rid of the sword strike, because technically the sword strike, but I think the sword strike is still nice, especially if we see the Kira, depending also on the battle. So I'm not minding playing this. This is such a high cost card already. So I think pitching 1 out of our deck is not exactly going to hurt us. Interesting. No play for turn 2. Alright. Nothing to go here. Again, our pilots are level 4 and level 5, so nothing we can really do here. We got the OG Papa Gundam. We may drop the Sword Strike as our next object, depending on what he drops. A Rickdom. Okay, so we're seeing something with Zeon. So it may be Zeon Rush. Korska base, huh? Yeah, let's play the Korska base. Let's just take that top card. Play the Talkies, end the turn. No point in worrying about the Dom. Again, a Dom, even 3 damage can't do enough. I can block with the Rift, and if we don't, the Dom and the Rift don't trade here because of 3 on 4, so new there. So a Kshatriya. So we're playing. So what? So we're gonna go for the Valorant. Add 1 shield to your base and then choose 1 of your units. It gets +2 AP during this turn. Ooh, okay. Well, we're not blocking out, that's for sure. I ain't gonna block that. Because that would immediately then get... Well, the breach would trigger then at that point. Yeah, you know what? The breach is only 2 damage over getting hit with 5 damage and losing my base instantly. So we'll trade out, put 2 damage on it. It can't heal. So, I mean, there's not a point here. So, I mean, that can't heal or as anything. So no point in really fearing that. So yeah, I think that's more than sufficient to play that pathway. Another OG. We'll play OG Papa. We'll equip him with a good old pilot. We'll rest down the Kshatriya. We will kill the Dom with the Talkies. I know it sounds strange, but I kind of do want to just clear this board up. And then, of course, we have the L Strike and Bonanger if we need to do so to bounce something back to his hand. Swing over this. Kill it. And then we basically go to the end of our turn and we will heal 2 here. Clearing up the board really nice there. Again, I could have been aggressive. I could have had swung the Talkies into something to swing, but I don't want to lose the base just right now. I think it's better just to play a little bit on the defensive side. So he is running the Marita. So he's running maybe Cyber New type. So 2 damage. Again, alright, 1 damage. I was already at 1. So this is a straight trade. So even the Marita can't fully kill me. So this is a straight trade. That's a little weird of a aspect that you want to just straight trade here. But I get it because the next turn I have straight trade. So there's not really much of a point of worrying about that. And what's next up on the board for us? Another Bandanger. We'll just drop the 𝐂𝐒, our good old 𝐂𝐒 strike. It's going to call it a sword strike, but that's a sword strike. That's an 𝐂𝐒 strike. All right, so we're just going to drop the good old 𝐂𝐒 strike here. Just be defensive. I'm not sure what we can really do. So 𝐺𝐸𝐻, a Sala's light type gun cannon. So I don't know what he's playing. Is it Zeon Rush with a 𝐒𝐍𝐶atria engine, or is it just like Cyber New type? So Nan. It's annoying to see the Nan. Look at top card if it's a clan, or that's not clan, that is Matty. Yeah, we're gonna trade out here. Not lose the base here. Trade Nan. Again, Nan does remove the top card of his deck. So when linked, play the top card of your deck into your trash. If it's Zeon or clan card effect, choose one enemy unit and will deal 1 damage to it. So I don't think they can do much there. So fine with that. Alright. Well, I mean, actually this works because we can go Amuro under OG. We can then rest this, attack it. We're at what, level 7 right now? I think it's worth just dropping a sword strike. I think getting a little aggressive here and burning the extra EX. We go to 7 next turn. The big unicorn's 7/6 if I recall, so we still have the ability to play big unicorn and then drop the Bandanger onto it. The banger links, as I used to call them, Bandanger. I don't know why I ever called them banger links, but it's Bandanger. 𝐺𝐸𝐻, did he get his hands on another Nan? Alright, well that will trigger because that is Zeon. Yeah, the Requiems are Zeon. Yeah, so something gets hit with 1 damage point here, so the sword strike takes 1 damage. So 𝐺𝐸𝐻 into what? Base or the OG? Okay, killing out the OG Papa Gundam. Weird trade, but I guess nonetheless it was the sword strike would have traded into it anyways, and then I would have been able to go after the base with the OG. So I get his reasoning. Then he's going to drop a 𝐒𝐍𝐶atria on my head. The funny part is we can bounce the 𝐒𝐶َtria back with this. So we can do this, play the Bandanger. We can bounce back the 𝐒𝐶َtria because it's under the limit. We could then select our opponent to attack. Battle ends. We go to end phase. My gosh, where the heck are my unicorn cards? The big unicorn and big unicorn full armor mode. We're 30 cards deep into my deck here. My opponent's 29 cards deep into his, and he's milled 2 cards out. Well, we know he's got the big 𝐒𝐶َtria right now in hand. We've only seen 1 Merida Cruise. He's in green, so I don't expect to see the Banshee because the Banshee's in blue. Alright, 2 𝐒𝐶َtrias. I did like a couple of 𝐒𝐶َtrias, folks. You can never go wrong with a couple of 𝐒𝐶َtrias. Alright. Azor's pretty nice. That's a good block. It's a good blocker, I guess. We can swing, kill the base. We're not going to swing the 𝐿 strike, clearly, because there's no point of losing the, potentially losing the 𝐿 strike here. Play this, pass the turn. Alright. I mean, we're starting to dwindle down on the cards here, folks. I can't seem to find any of my Show of my resolves to draw 2. So, we're really struggling on getting anything out of this one here. We're not dead yet. Even though Merida isn't dangerous in this point, even with the 𝐒𝐶َtria. With either 𝐒𝐶َtria, the Merida is not dangerous. 𝐺𝐸𝐻. The 𝐺𝐸𝐻 does get the trigger here. He could potentially paying all my guys for 1. That's a once per turn effect, so he can only do it once, but he does have 2 Nans and 1 Merida that he can burn that effect for, but that would reduce whatever's left in his hand. Or he can just put a Nan on it. Top card, 𝐒𝐶َtria is, yeah, the 𝐒𝐶َtria is Neon Zeon. Neo Zeon, which is not Zeon. Oh, it just Nan just cares if it has the Zeon tag. Huh. I didn't think Nan just cared about. Oh no, did he trigger the? I think he triggered the G-Fred, not the Nan. The Nan, there would have been no way the Nan could have triggered. Yeah, no, that was the G-Fred's trigger. Let's say Nan has to go in Zeon. That was Neo Zeon. Completely different timeline. So we're gonna go swing. I'm gonna fine with that hitting the base here. I'll let that one go through because I'm gonna. If he swings this, I block with this and knock it out. If he swings this, I'll just hit it for 3 damage points, and I could potentially just have the. Oh no, he traded the Sword Strike into this. No, I don't care if he traded the Sword Strike. Be my guest to trade the Sword Strike. I thought it was going to the base. Either way, I wasn't gonna block it. I'm not gonna protect the Sword Strike for nothing. I'd rather block out my base to being protected here. Alright, so here comes the G-Fred. We will select to go for the block. I may just let him kill my base with the Kshatriya. That way I could use like the Sword Strike to immediately kill off the Kshatriya off the battlefield. I hate the fact that's a 7, too. So because we could send the Zord at it. Because if he swings this, I'd let the base die. We can swing the Zord over there. Okay, that's pretty nice. Let's replace bases and see what the top card of our shields are. Another L Strike. We can drop that with another Banunjer to bounce back the Kshatriya. And then I can attack this. Just remove it from the board. That just gets the G-Fred off there. I think that now puts 3 Nans. 1 Nan banished, 2 Nans. The only problem is if I bounce and make a Merida here. But I guess even in that case, if I bounce a Merida, the L Strike and the L Strike and the Kshatriya trade at that point, because Merida does not give enough to pump it. No, we're gonna go to end. Alright, so we know he has a Kshatriya in hand, and that's it. 2 unknowns, I don't know, have any idea what he's got. I mean, yeah, if he drops the Kshatriya and the Merida Cruise, it does kill the Sword Strike, but again, that's a straight trade between the L Strike and the Kshatriya. Alright, so we got the G-Quoks now. Alright, so that's just what he dropped. Alright, can I see something to do something with my life here? Freedom. Sure. Well, I mean, I get to attack his life because I do have the ability to restand with 𝐴𝐼𝐸. Just bounce him the Merida, why don't we? Just bounce him the pilot. Restand. And turn. Just bounce him the pilot, why don't we? Oh, that's my life sometimes. This is my life in this game a lot of the times. I just happen to go for the shields and I bounce my opponent the pilot they're looking for. You know, that's just my life. It's my life a lot of times in this car, in the Gundam. Okay, some Kshatriya coming down with the Merida. It can ping both of these. The Merida on attack trigger, when linked on attack trigger, you can only ping the L Strike here. I'm probably just going to let the G-Quoks swing in and kill my base. Because I'm going to plan to just trade here, because there's no point in me not trading this. If I hadn't bounced him the pilot, I think I would have been fine trading this one and keeping this just fine. Because I don't need the G-Quoks knocking 2 shields off simultaneously. I prefer for it to just simply be annoying. It can kill the base for all I care. Skip the block. And if we see full armor, one of the 2 unicorns we're running in this deck, that'd be great for Banunjer. We have to burn 2 Banunjers to play on L Strikes. Alright, well, now we're down 2 Merida Cruises in his deck. Oh my god, you ask and you finally shall receive. a unicorn. And then you attach the Bananja to it to draw one to get the Kira, which is great because then we can do this to get the effect of this to select that. So that way then we do not die here, because this would have been a straight trade on the unicorn onto the 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐑. Alright, we're just going to go straight to end, folks. There is no reason to do anything at all with this freedom. I don't want to risk my shields being at any point. The problem, though, is if he's got another 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐑, he just drops the 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐑 again, and we're struggling to survive after that. Alright, what do you got, son, in the last 3 cards of your deck? You got another 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐑? It's another 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐑. I mean, yep, there goes the unicorn. Well, I mean, the Freedom Gundam and the 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐑 will trade here. We're now just in top deck mode, by the way. That's all we're in now is top deck mode. I mean, it's not great, but I guess we just go to intern. I prefer to trade out immediately on the 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐑, not just leave it sitting there. That's the second 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐑. Most decks that are running 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐑 run 3 copies of it. Alright, how many nans does this guy have? So nope, that's just a 1 for the effect of 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄 to banish a pilot. So that means that he's probably burnt out of nans. At best, he's got 1 more left, because this one has to specifically attach to nan. And this can attach to Machu or nan, but again, I bet he's ran out of them. Oh, he's just going to give himself some +2 AP here. How nice. Again, even if that's... Why are you giving it to that? That can't attack unless you got another nan in hand. And I know for a fact you burnt through 3 nans. So unless you can get another nan back, yeah, we block. I mean, there's no reason for us not to. Yep, trade that. You know, we just finally find the unicorn and we just happen to lose it immediately. It's just how my life is, I guess. Well, I mean, there's a striker pack. We can play the... Let's do the 2/4 just in case he has some way to actually, like, hurt me, like if he's got close combat or... I mean, even if he has close improved techniques, it kills the Perfect Strike Gundam. Charzaku 2, this is the first time we're seeing this get dropped on the battlefield. This may have to go after resources, after my shields here, and then I can block out the other 𝐕𝐈𝐃. Because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to kill this just yet. 𝐕𝐈𝐃 trigger, yep. Banish another pilot. I wonder if he's even playing the Char to like equip with this, or if this is just to grab Zeon units. Nothing, okay. Oh my god, look everybody, I can draw 2 now. I can draw into a base, which is nice. Okay, we can drop an Ale Strike, which is really nice, and then we can, hilariously enough, we can deal 4 damage to my opponent's base, and then restand my Sword Strike. Alright. Action, restand, last 2. In turn. How many Amuros have we burnt through? I think we've burnt through 2, so we should have at least... We should have a couple more in the deck somewhere, or in the shields. We have 3 defense bodies against 3 bodies on my opponent's side. Only 2 of them can die. Alright, the 𝐕𝐈𝐃's slowly just gonna chip damage my guys away. That's his plan. Just chip damage. Deploy, yep. Choose one enemy token, just deals 2 straight damage to it. Alright, well that does kill that immediately off. Man, if we could get an Amuro, that'd be great, because then we can rest the 𝐕𝐈𝐃 and kill it here. Nope. Swing, kill. I mean, there's really not of a point in unresting this because the 𝐔𝐷 still has a pilot left it can use, so it can just easily kill the Sword Strike Gundam. So there's no point in me like restanding that one because it's kind of useless. All right, here we go. I got 3 active shields. I have 2 blocks. Depending on what he's got left in his hand, kind of depends on what we need to deal with it. So there's the 𝐔𝐷 triggering to kill off the Perfect Strike Gun. The reason why I didn't restand it, there's no point in restanding a unit that's just going to straight die. Problem is, even at this base state, the weird part is, unless he can get a pilot on one of these units to buff it up, none of these units one-shot kill the base, meaning I can sacrifice 2, let 2 units swing into the base, let them die, let them kill off the Archangel, and then I can basically block 2 of them. Or just let them hit the shields. I mean, I have that ability too. Just ignore it and go for base. We'll just skip the block here, let that go and go through. I mean, what really do I have? Like, if I draw a pilot, I buff up and I immediately win the game state, or I just let him hit my shields. I'm on survive on 1 shield, he has 1 left. I mean, even if I let this all go through, and he's more than capable of dropping a unit with even with an attached unit to it. Yeah, the Marita Cruz is the dangerous one, because if he sees the Marita Cruz, yeah, this kills this. But I think I'm fine. Maybe I'll block one of these things, not this. Maybe I'll block this 𝐔𝐷 here, leaving me with 2 active units, which can still deal with the base. Last shield. We will activate to get the 3/3, which is nice. That means we can just trade here now. Meaning I don't have to sacrifice this, I can trade the 3/3 token. Okay, so yeah. Striker Pack's real nice to have seen there. That's a really good card for me. So we'll trade, leaving us with 1 and me with. Gosh. Dang it! Of course he had the 𝐔𝐾𝐄. Wonder if he's got the last copy of Nan. I mean, if this is, as long as this is not a base, we're alive. That's the thing. As long as that's not a base, we win this game. Swear if last base shield magic gets appearing now, I'm going to be mad. Alright, poke my opponent. Even if even if this is close combat, if this is improved technique, we're dead. Alright, the game is ours. Close one, though. Close one indeed. Well, there we are, folks. We won with blue-white unicorn blockers. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments on the gameplay. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Mom Dragons TCG.